Beloved, you weren't led here by chance. God Himself has guided you to this moment because a divine message is unfolding, one that will shake the very foundations of your life. This is your last warning. A celestial wealth transfer, a flood of abundance from heaven is starting now. It's now or never. The riches you've prayed for, the breakthroughs you've dreamed of, the financial freedom that's been just out of reach, it's all being released in this very season. God is about to pour out blessings so massive, so undeniable, that those who doubted you will stand in awe of His power in your life. You are stepping into a divine shift, a moment where heaven's vaults are opening, and the wealth of the kingdom is being transferred into your hands. Are you ready? Because this is not just a promise, it's a divine decree, and it's happening right now. Before we dive deeper into this life-changing revelation, I need you to do 3 things to activate the energy of this message. Pause this video, hit that like button, subscribe to help us reach 50,000 subscribers, and leave a comment with the number 777. That number 777 is a divine signal to the universe, a declaration that you're ready to receive heaven's wealth transfer. If you're truly a chosen one, you'll stay with me until the end because your spirit already knows this truth is for you. Get ready because your life is about to transform in ways you can't even imagine. Chosen one, this is the moment you've been waiting for. For too long, you've toiled, struggled, and faced setbacks that made you question your path. But hear this, the days of lack, the days of barely getting by, the days of wondering if God has forgotten you, they are over. God has not forgotten you. He has seen every tear, every sacrifice, every moment you chose faith over fear. And now He is saying, enough is enough. Here, the Creator of the universe, the one who spoke the stars into existence, is taking charge of your financial destiny. This is not a maybe, not a hope, not a wish. It's a divine guarantee. The wealth transfer from heaven is not just about money. It's about an overflow of abundance that will touch every area of your life, your relationships, your health, your purpose. This is the season where God is rewriting your story, and the world will see that you are His chosen one. Imagine a river, vast and unending, flowing with resources that never run dry. That's the nature of God's provision for you as His chosen one. You are destined to live a life of wealth, not because of your own hustle, but because God has vowed to provide for you forever. This divine responsibility is His unbreakable covenant with you. You are no longer bound by the uncertainties of this world. You are walking in the certainty of His promises. Your riches are a reflection of His love, His faithfulness, and His commitment to you. And as you embrace this truth, a peace that surpasses all understanding will flood your heart. This peace comes not just from the abundance you'll receive, but from knowing that your future is secure in His hands. The moment you accepted your divine calling, a shift occurred in the spiritual realm. You moved from a life of struggle to a life of supernatural provision. The days of exhaustion, of fearing the unknown, of battling lack, they're behind you. From now on, you're living in the abundance of God's promises. What once felt like an uphill climb is now a divine flow, carried effortlessly by His grace and favor. This wealth transfer isn't just about financial success. It's about a total transformation. Your mindset is shifting, your heart is opening, and your life is aligning with God's perfect will. You were chosen for greatness, not because of your own strength, but because of His divine plan. The struggle is no longer your portion. What's waiting for you is an overflow of blessings that will leave you in awe. Confidence is not born from self-reliance, but from knowing that you are supported by a power greater than yourself. When you embrace the confidence of divine provision, you walk through life with unshakable assurance. Every need will be met, every dream will be fulfilled. You are no longer unsure about the future. You are certain of God's unfailing goodness. Think of a child who trusts their parents to provide without question. That's the confidence you're invited to embrace as you step into this wealth transfer. You don't need to worry about where the next blessing will come from because God has already prepared it. This assurance makes every step lighter, every decision bolder, every moment filled with peace. This confidence in divine provision frees you from anxiety and doubt. You don't need to stress about the how or the when. God's timing is perfect and His methods are flawless. When you trust that He is your provider, you let go of the need to control every outcome. You can now live knowing that His plan is unfolding for your good. No longer will you toil endlessly to make ends meet. From now on, wealth is God's responsibility. Your only task is to align with His will and trust in His timing. The more you release the burden of trying to figure it all out, the more space you create for God to work miracles in your life. Doors of opportunity will open, resources will flow, and blessings will manifest in ways you never imagined. You must never forget that God is the creator of all things. If He can speak the universe into being, surely He can provide for your every need. There is nothing too great for Him to handle, and that includes the wealth you need to fulfill your purpose. As you step into this truth, you'll notice how everything aligns perfectly. The right people will enter your life, the right opportunities will appear, and the right resources will come at the right time. This is not a coincidence. It's divine orchestration. Understanding that wealth is God's responsibility frees you from the pressure to make it happen on your own. Instead of worrying, you can focus on walking in your calling, knowing that God will supply more than enough to live a life of impact and abundance. Doubt has no place in this season. God's promises are yes and amen. If He has called you to live in abundance, He will make a way. Your dreams are not too big, your goals are not unreachable, and your vision is not impossible. What seems out of reach in the natural realm is already accomplished in the spiritual. Many struggle with the idea of financial success, believing it's reserved for a select few or that they are unworthy. But you are chosen. You are meant for greatness. The wealth awaiting you is not just for your benefit. It's to equip you to fulfill your purpose, whether that's helping others, supporting ministries, or building something that changes the world. God will ensure you have the resources to do it. Banish doubt from your mind, and you open the door to miracles. The more you align your thoughts with God's promises, the more you'll see those promises manifest. You are not meant to live in scarcity. God's plan for you includes financial freedom, and that freedom will flow in ways you never thought possible. Let go of any lingering fears and embrace the certainty that heaven's wealth transfer is yours. There is power in knowing that God will provide. It gives you peace, security, and assurance that nothing in this world can shake. When you're certain your needs will be met, you can live with joy, unburdened by fear or worry. This knowledge transforms your approach to life. You can act boldly, knowing that God's provision is always near. Look back at the times He's provided for you. Every breakthrough, every answered prayer, every miracle. Those weren't accidents. They were divine provisions, proof that God will continue to provide. The more you meditate on this truth, the stronger your faith becomes. You don't need to fear the unknown or fret about the future. The Creator has planned your life, and He has made a way for you to prosper. With this assurance, you can face any challenge, knowing that God's provision will see you through. As you step into this divine abundance, there will be those who question, doubt, or even mock your success. But let me tell you this, they are not your concern. What God has promised you is not subject to the opinions of others. Your wealth is a testament to His faithfulness, and no one can take that away. When God blesses you, no one can curse you. It's easy to feel discouraged when others belittle your dreams, but their words don't define your reality. God's word does. Your success will speak for itself, silencing any opposition. Those who mocked you will soon see the undeniable proof of God's favor in your life. God's plan for you is not a temporary fix. It's eternal richness that will last for generations. This divine prosperity doesn't require you to chase it relentlessly. It comes as you walk in alignment with His will. The world may tell you success comes from endless hustle, but God's plan is different. It's about resting in His provision and trusting that He will bring the increase. When you live in harmony with His purpose, your life will overflow with blessings. You'll be positioned to receive everything He's promised without exhausting yourself. This is the ultimate freedom, no longer living in fear of scarcity, but in the certainty of His abundance. Wealth is not just for personal gain. It's a tool to fulfill your divine purpose. As you step into this wealth transfer, remember that with great blessing comes great responsibility. This isn't a burden, but a privilege. You're now in a position to make a difference, to impact lives, to leave a legacy. Your wealth is a means to further God's kingdom, to help others experience the same blessings you've received. Wealth, when used rightly, can transform communities, heal families, and spread love in ways nothing else can. This is the true power of divine prosperity, not just about what you can gain, but about the lives you can touch. The more you give, the more you'll receive. This is the principle of abundance. What you sow, you reap. As you use your prosperity to serve others, you'll see an even greater flow of blessings. You're chosen to use your wealth for a higher purpose, and as you do, you'll experience the joy of making a lasting impact. Your divine wealth is meant to be shared, to overflow into the lives of those around you. As you embrace this responsibility, your life will take on deeper meaning. It's no longer about accumulating more. It's about fulfilling the divine purpose for which you were created. Every blessing you receive is a reflection of God's unchanging character. His promises are not empty. They are steadfast truths that never fail. Think about the moments when God has shown his faithfulness in your life. Those moments are reminders that he is always with you, always providing, always guiding. Embrace this truth and watch as your life transforms into a testament of his unfailing love and provision. When God has come through for you, when he provided a solution you couldn't have imagined, or when small, everyday blessings reminded you of his presence, you realize that divine richness isn't just about the big victories. It's in the consistent provision that proves God is faithful. When you recognize that the wealth you're experiencing is a gift from him, your heart fills with gratitude. This shifts your perspective from striving to receiving, from effort to grace. Those who doubt or mock your success cannot touch what God has blessed. No amount of criticism can diminish the prosperity he's ordained for you. When his favor rests upon your life, no one can stand against it. Your wealth isn't about proving others wrong. It's about fulfilling God's purpose. Those who once mocked will stand in awe of what he's done. Their opinions don't define your reality. His word does. Stand firm in his promises and don't let negativity sway you. As you walk in the fullness of his blessing, the mockers will fade, and what remains is the undeniable proof of his favor. Living in the fullness of God's provision means thriving, not just surviving. Every area of your life is touched by his generous hand. Your finances, relationships, health, and dreams. This fullness isn't achieved overnight. It's a journey of deepening trust. As you grow in faith, you'll see more evidence of his care. You'll witness miraculous breakthroughs, doors opening effortlessly, and opportunities that seem too good to be true. But they are true because God is faithful. This is the life he's called you to, one of peace, abundance, and joy. Stepping into wealth is about walking confidently, knowing God is with you every step. Divine assurance means everything you need is already on its way. You don't need to wonder if you're on the right path. God has gone ahead of you. This assurance gives you the courage to take bold actions, whether it's pursuing a new venture, making an investment, or stepping into an opportunity. You can move forward without fear, knowing his plans for your success are in motion. Wealth becomes a natural byproduct of walking in his favor, following you as you remain faithful. Your wealth is a powerful testimony to God's duty to provide. Every resource that flows into your life is evidence that he's fulfilling his promise. Your success will inspire others to trust in him, to believe they too can experience his provision. Your life becomes a beacon of hope, a shining example of what happens when we trust in God's plan. This testimony isn't just for now, it's for future generations. The wealth you receive will shape your family and community for years to come, a legacy of faithfulness and abundance. You are chosen for greatness, and greatness is not earned. It's bestowed by God. All the struggles, hardships, and setbacks of the past are behind you. Your past does not define you. God's purpose does. The journey to greatness is filled with divine assistance. As you release the weight of past struggles, you make room for his blessings. Your history may be filled with battles, but your future is filled with victory. Embrace the greatness ordained for you and step boldly into the future he's prepared, a future of prosperity, purpose, and glory. Divine wealth is a promise with no expiration. The moment you accept it, you unlock a realm of limitless abundance. God's provision knows no bounds, whether financial, emotional, or spiritual. He supplies all you need and more. Imagine an ocean, vast and endless, full of life. That's how his provision works in your life. An infinite resource that never runs dry. As you lean into this promise, you'll see there are no ceilings to your success, no barriers to your progress. The blessings you receive today are only a fraction of what he has stored up for you. While the world operates on scarcity, God's kingdom operates on overflow. This is your inheritance as his child, an inheritance that spills over to impact your community, your family, and your world. Divine wealth enriches every area of your life, going beyond what you can imagine, because his wealth has no limits. Your potential is truly limitless. Embrace this truth and let the overflow begin. When you trust in God's ability to provide, you enter a realm of blessings beyond your wildest dreams. He doesn't just meet your needs, he gives you more than enough to live a life of extraordinary purpose. The glory of God's provision is experienced when you stop striving and start trusting. Surrender your plans to his will, and you will find that what he has in store is far better than you could have planned. This is a season of abundance and supernatural provision. God's hand is moving, orchestrating situations, opening doors, and pouring out blessings in ways only he can. This flow begins with a shift in your mindset. When you recognize abundance as your inheritance, you open the door to a supernatural outpouring that touches every part of your life. Like a river, God's blessings carry life to everything they touch. As you open yourself to receive, you'll see that these blessings are meant to be shared, to overflow into the lives of others. You are a vessel for his goodness, and as you step into this flow, your life becomes a testament to his unfailing love and provision. Your journey is a testimony to his grace. These blessings aren't something you have to fight for. They're a natural result of his favor. Walk in obedience and trust, and the supernatural flow of his provision will carry you to heights you never thought possible. This is your season of divine abundance. Step into it fully and let it transform you. The journey to divine wealth is paved with unseen doors of opportunity. These doors aren't visible to the naked eye, but when you walk in alignment with God's will, he reveals them at the right time. The path to prosperity may not always be clear, but trust that he is leading you to opportunities that will change your life. A job offer, an investment, a partnership. These are not random. They are divinely orchestrated. God is positioning you to receive, equipping you to bless others as well. Think of Joseph, who faced trials but was led to doors of opportunity that elevated him in Egypt. Like Joseph, the challenges you faced are preparing you for divine openings. Remain faithful and trust in his timing. Those doors will open wide, and you'll step into a future of unlimited prosperity. God is working behind the scenes, and his plan for you is greater than you can imagine. True wealth is about using your blessings to make a meaningful impact. Your prosperity is a tool for good, a way to serve and uplift others, reflecting God's love and generosity. Every resource in your hands is an opportunity to make a difference, whether supporting a cause, helping someone in need, or investing in a project that furthers his mission. The more you give, the more God multiplies your blessings, creating a cycle of abundance and impact. As you use your wealth to fulfill his purpose, your life takes on new meaning. This is transformational wealth, not just for you, but for the lives you touch, with lasting effects for generations. God's timing is perfect, and when you align with it, you unlock the seasons of wealth he's ordained. There are seasons of waiting, sowing, and preparation, but when the floodgates open, blessings pour in. This is the result of divine timing, being in the right place at the right time with the right heart. Everything falls into place. You are chosen, and this wealth transfer is yours. Step boldly into this season, knowing that God is orchestrating every detail for your good. Chosen one, as you stand on the precipice of this divine wealth transfer, know that God is not only opening doors, but flinging wide the gates of heaven's storehouses. This is not a trickle of blessings. It is a torrent, a flood of abundance that will overtake you in ways that defy human understanding. The resources, opportunities, and connections you need to fulfill your divine purpose are being aligned right now, orchestrated by the hand of the one who holds the universe in his grasp. You are not just stepping into wealth, you are stepping into a legacy, a divine inheritance that will ripple through generations, transforming not only your life, but the lives of those around you. This is your moment, beloved, to rise and claim what has always been yours in God's eyes. Every step you take in this season is guided by divine precision. The world may see chaos, but you see order. The world may see lack, but you see overflow. This is the power of walking in alignment with God's will. As you trust in His provision, you'll begin to notice the subtle ways He's working in your life. The unexpected phone call that leads to a breakthrough. The idea that sparks a new venture. The stranger who becomes a divine connection. These are not coincidences. They are God's fingerprints, evidence that He is moving mountains on your behalf. Your faith is the key that unlocks these miracles, and with every act of trust, you draw closer to the fullness of His plan. The beauty of this wealth transfer lies in its transformative power. It's not just about financial gain, it's about becoming the person God created you to be. As His abundance flows into your life, you'll find that your heart is expanding, your vision is sharpening, and your courage is growing. The fears that once held you back are dissolving in the light of His promises. The doubts that once clouded your mind are being replaced with clarity and conviction. You are being refined, chosen one, shaped into a vessel of His glory, ready to carry His blessings into a world that desperately needs hope. This transformation is a testament to His power, a living proof that nothing is impossible when God is at work. As you embrace this divine shift, you'll notice a change in how others perceive you. The world will begin to see the light of God's favor shining through you. Your presence will carry a weight, a radiance that draws people in and leaves them in awe. This is not about pride or vanity. It's about reflecting the divine purpose that God has placed within you. Your wealth, your success, your joy, they are all signs of His handiwork. Visible markers that He is fulfilling His promises. People will wonder what has changed, and they won't be able to ignore the evidence of His power in your life. You are becoming a walking testimony, a beacon of what happens when a chosen one steps fully into their calling. Chosen one, the wealth transfer is not just about what you receive, it's about what you're called to do with it. God is entrusting you with resources because He knows you will use them to further His kingdom, to bless others, and to leave a lasting legacy. This is your divine responsibility, and as you fulfill it, you will experience a joy and fulfillment that surpasses anything this world can offer. Embrace this calling and watch as God's abundance transforms not only your life, but the lives of generations to come. God knows you will steward His blessings wisely. You are not here to hoard or indulge in fleeting pleasures. You are here to build, to uplift, to create lasting change. Imagine the impact you can have. Families restored, communities transformed, dreams brought to life. Your wealth is a tool to advance His kingdom, to shine His light into the darkest corners of the world. Every dollar, every opportunity, every blessing is a seed you can sow into the lives of others, multiplying His love and grace. This divine responsibility is not a weight, it's a privilege. You've been chosen to be a conduit of His generosity, a channel through which His abundance flows. As you give, you will find that God multiplies what you have. The more you pour out, the more He pours in. This is the cycle of divine prosperity. You'll experience a joy unlike any other, a fulfillment that comes from knowing you're walking in the fullness of His plan. Your life will become a testament to the truth that true wealth is not in what you keep, but in what you give. The world may try to define you by your past, your circumstances, or your limitations, but God sees you as His masterpiece. You are not bound by the labels others place on you, nor are you confined by the struggles you've faced. You are a chosen one, destined for greatness, anointed to walk in abundance. The wealth transfer is a divine reset, a chance to step out of the old and into the new. Everything that once held you back is being stripped away, replaced with the strength, wisdom, and resources you need to fulfill your purpose. This is your moment to rise, to shine, to show the world what it looks like when God's favor rests upon His chosen. As you walk in this season of abundance, you'll find that your perspective shifts. Where you once saw obstacles, you'll now see opportunities. Where you once felt fear, you'll now feel faith. This is the power of God's transformation at work in you. He is renewing your mind, aligning your thoughts with His truth. The limitations you once accepted are crumbling, replaced by a vision of what's possible when you trust in Him. You'll begin to dream bigger, to believe bolder, to act with a courage that comes from knowing the Creator of the universe is backing you. This is not just a financial shift. It's a spiritual awakening that will redefine every aspect of your life. The wealth transfer is also a call to trust in God's timing. You may have prayed for breakthroughs that haven't yet come, but know this: God's delays are not denials. Every moment of waiting is a moment of preparation. He is refining your character, strengthening your faith, and aligning circumstances for your good. Like a seed planted in the soil, your blessings are growing beneath the surface, ready to burst forth at the appointed time. Trust that His timing is perfect, and when the moment arrives, the revelation of His provision will be undeniable. Your life will become a living testament to His faithfulness, a story that inspires others to believe in His promises. As you step into this divine flow, you'll notice that your relationships are transforming. God is bringing people into your life who align with your purpose: mentors, partners, supporters who see the vision He's placed in your heart. At the same time, He may remove those who no longer serve His plan. This pruning process can be painful, but it's necessary. The old must make way for the new. Trust that every separation is paving the way for divine connections that will elevate you to new heights. The people God sends will not only support your journey, but will be blessed by the overflow of His abundance in your life. This wealth transfer is not a one-time event. It's the beginning of a new way of living. You are entering a season where abundance is your norm, where provision is your expectation, where miracles are your reality. This is not about chasing wealth, but about walking in the divine flow of God's promises. The more you align with His will, the more you'll see His hand at work. Opportunities will multiply, resources will abound, and your life will become a magnet for His blessings. You are no longer striving. You are receiving, resting in the certainty that He is faithful to provide. Chosen one, you are not alone in this journey. The God who called you is the God who sustains you. His Spirit is within you, guiding you, empowering you, and illuminating your path. When challenges arise, you can face them with boldness, knowing that no weapon formed against you will prosper. When doubts creep in, you can silence them with the truth of His word. You are equipped for every battle, anointed for every assignment, and destined for every blessing He has promised. This wealth transfer is not just about what you gain. It's about who you become in the process. The world is watching, chosen one. Your life is a stage where God's glory is being displayed. As you walk in this abundance, others will see the evidence of His power. Your success will spark faith in those who have lost hope. Your generosity will inspire others to give. Your unwavering trust will challenge others to believe. You are not just living for yourself. You are living as a testimony to what God can do when a chosen one surrenders to His plan. Your story is becoming a beacon, a light that draws others to the truth of His love. Every challenge you faced has been preparation for this moment. The trials, the setbacks, the moments of doubt, they were all forging you into the person you are today. You are stronger than you know, wiser than you realize, and more powerful than you can imagine. God has been shaping you, refining you, preparing you to carry the weight of His blessings. You are not stepping into this wealth transfer unprepared. You have been trained in the fires of adversity, equipped by the lessons of faith, and anointed by the hand of the Almighty. This is your time to shine. As you move forward, keep your eyes fixed on God's promises. The world will try to distract you, to pull you back into fear or doubt. But you are called to a higher standard. You are called to walk by faith, not by sight. You are called to trust in the unseen, to believe in the impossible, to stand firm in the face of opposition. The wealth transfer is not just a blessing, it's a responsibility to live boldly, to love fiercely, and to give generously. You are a steward of His abundance, a carrier of His light, a vessel of His glory. Chosen one, the wealth transfer is also a call to dream without limits. God is not a God of small plans. He is a God of abundance, of overflow, of more than enough. What dreams have you buried? What visions have you set aside? Now is the time to revive them, to speak them into existence, to believe that they are possible. The resources you need to bring those dreams to life are being released. The wisdom you need to execute them is being imparted. The courage you need to pursue them is rising within you. This is your season to dream big, to act bold, and to trust that God will exceed your expectations. As you embrace this divine abundance, you'll find that your heart is filled with gratitude. Every blessing, every breakthrough, every moment of provision is a reminder of God's faithfulness. This gratitude will anchor you, keeping you grounded in the midst of abundance. It will remind you that every good thing comes from Him, and it will inspire you to live with a heart of worship. Your life will become a song of praise, a testament to the God who provides, the God who restores, the God who makes all things new. The wealth transfer is also a call to rest in God's provision. You don't need to strive or struggle to make things happen. Your role is to trust, to obey, and to walk in faith. God is the one who opens doors, who aligns circumstances, who brings the increase. As you rest in Him, you'll find that His provision flows effortlessly. The stress of trying to control outcomes will fade, replaced by a peace that comes from knowing He is in charge. This rest is not passive, it's an active trust, a bold confidence that God will do what He has promised. Chosen one, you are standing at the threshold of a new reality. The wealth transfer is not just about what you receive, it's about the legacy you leave. The blessings you're stepping into are meant to outlive you, to impact generations, to shape the future. You are not just building wealth for today, you are building a foundation for tomorrow. Your children, your community, your world will be touched by the overflow of God's favor in your life. This is the power of divine abundance. It multiplies, it expands, it endures. As you walk in this season, you'll find that your faith is growing stronger. Every answered prayer, every open door, every miracle will deepen your trust in God. You'll begin to see His hand in the smallest details, His voice in the quiet moments, His power in the impossible situations. This growing faith will empower you to take bigger risks, to pursue greater dreams, to live with a boldness that defies the limitations of this world. You are not just a recipient of His blessings, you are a partner in His divine plan, co-creating a future that glorifies Him. The wealth transfer is a call to live with purpose. Every blessing you receive is tied to a divine assignment. God is not blessing you for the sake of luxury. He is blessing you to fulfill a mission. Whether it's starting a business, supporting a cause, or mentoring others, your wealth is a tool to advance His kingdom. As you align your actions with His purpose, you'll find that your life takes on a deeper meaning. You'll experience a fulfillment that goes beyond material gain, a joy that comes from knowing you're making a difference. Chosen one, this is not a time to shrink back. The wealth transfer is a bold invitation to step into your destiny. The world needs your light, your gifts, your vision. You are not here by accident, you are here by design. God has chosen you for this moment, anointed you for this season, and equipped you for this calling. The resources you need are already in place, and the path before you is illuminated by His grace. Step forward with confidence, knowing that you are walking in the fullness of His promises. Embrace this divine shift and watch as your life becomes a beacon of hope, a testament to God's unfailing love and provision. Your story is just beginning, and the chapters ahead are filled with abundance, purpose, and glory. The doors you need are being opened, and the strength you need is rising within you. This is your time to rise, to shine, to show the world what it looks like when a chosen one walks in the fullness of God's promises. As you move forward, know that God's presence is with you. He is your guide, your protector, your provider. When the path seems uncertain, He will light the way. When the challenges seem overwhelming, He will give you strength. When the blessings seem too big to handle, He will give you wisdom. You are never alone in this journey. The God who called you is faithful to complete the work He began in you. Trust in Him, lean on Him, and watch as He turns your life into a masterpiece of His grace. Chosen one, as you stand in the radiance of this divine wealth transfer, You are being called to embrace a vision so vast, so breathtaking, that it transcends the boundaries of what you once thought possible. This is not merely a season of provision, it's a divine invitation to co-create with the Creator Himself, to step into a realm where your dreams align with His eternal purpose. The wealth flowing into your life is not just a gift, it's a mandate, a sacred charge to build something extraordinary, to leave an imprint of God's love and power on this earth. You are being entrusted with the resources to reshape destinies, to ignite hope, to bring light where darkness has lingered too long. This is your moment to rise higher, to dream bolder, to live with a fire that cannot be quenched. Every blessing you receive is a seed of possibility planted in the fertile soil of your faith. God is not giving you wealth to simply consume. He is giving you the tools to cultivate, to grow, to multiply His goodness in ways that will echo through eternity. Imagine the lives you can touch, the dreams you can fund, the broken places you can restore. Your hands are being filled so that you can pour out, so that your life becomes a river of blessing that refreshes everyone it touches. This is the essence of divine abundance. Not a stagnant pool, but a living stream flowing freely, endlessly, and powerfully through you. As you walk in this season, you'll find that your capacity to love is expanding. The wealth transfer is not just about financial overflow. It's about an overflow of compassion, generosity, and grace. God is softening your heart, opening your eyes to the needs around you, and empowering you to be His hands and feet in a hurting world. You'll begin to see opportunities to give, to serve, to uplift, not as obligations, but as privileges. Every act of kindness, every moment of generosity, every choice to put others first is a reflection of His love shining through you. You are becoming a vessel of His heart, a living expression of His boundless mercy. The world may try to pull you back, to tempt you with distractions or doubts, but you are anchored in a truth that cannot be shaken. You are chosen, anointed, and appointed for such a time as this. The wealth transfer is a divine affirmation that God believes in you, that He trusts you to carry His vision, that He has equipped you to overcome any obstacle. When the enemy whispers lies of unworthiness, you can stand firm knowing that your value is not in what you do, but in who you are in Him. You are His masterpiece, His beloved, His ambassador of abundance in a world starving for hope. Pause for a moment, chosen one, and let this truth sink deep into your spirit. Then take action to amplify this message. Hit that like button, subscribe to help us reach 50,000 subscribers, and leave a comment with the number 777. That number is your spiritual declaration, a signal to the heavens that you are ready to embrace the fullness of God's wealth transfer. By engaging with this video, you're not just watching, you're stepping into a divine alignment, activating the energy of this moment. If you're truly a chosen one, you'll feel the pull to stay with me, to soak in every word because this message is stirring something eternal within you. This wealth transfer is also a call to redefine success. The world measures success by accumulation, how much you have, how high you climb, how loud your name is shouted. But God measures success by impact, how much you give, how deeply you love, how faithfully you steward His blessings. As you step into this divine abundance, you'll find that true success is not about what you gain, but about what you release into the world. It's about the lives you transform, the hearts you heal, the dreams you make possible. Your wealth is a bridge connecting God's heart to a world in need, and you are the one chosen to build it. As you embrace this calling, you'll discover a strength you didn't know you had. The challenges that once overwhelmed you will seem small in the light of God's power. The fears that once paralyzed you will dissolve in the warmth of His presence. You are being forged into a warrior of faith, a beacon of resilience, a carrier of divine authority. Every trial you faced has been a training ground, preparing you to walk in this season with boldness and grace. You are not stepping into this wealth transfer unprepared. You are stepping into it equipped, empowered, and anointed by the hand of the Almighty. The wealth transfer is not just about you. It's about the collective awakening you're igniting. Your life is a spark, a catalyst that sets off a chain reaction of faith, hope, and transformation. As you walk in God's abundance, others will see what's possible. Those who are trapped in despair will find courage in your story. Those who have lost their way will find direction in your light. You are not just receiving wealth, you are releasing a movement, a tidal wave of God's goodness that will sweep through communities, nations, and generations. Your obedience is unlocking miracles for others, and your faith is paving the way for their breakthroughs. This is why your trust in God's plan is so critical. The wealth transfer requires you to let go of control, to surrender your need to understand every detail, and to rest in the certainty that He is faithful. The more you release your grip, the more you'll see His hand at work. The more you trust, the more you'll see His promises unfold. This is not a passive faith. It's an active surrender, a bold choice to believe that God's ways are higher, His plans are better, and His timing is perfect. As you lean into this trust, you'll find that miracles become your everyday reality, and provision becomes your constant companion. Chosen one, you are also being called to cultivate a heart of expectancy. God is moving, and He is moving quickly. The blessings you've prayed for are not far off. They are near, closer than you think. Wake up each day with the anticipation that today could be the day of your breakthrough. Live with the confidence that every moment is pregnant with possibility. This expectancy is not wishful thinking. It's a spiritual posture, a declaration that you believe God is who He says He is, and that He will do what He says He will do. As you cultivate this mindset, you'll see His provision manifest in ways that leave you speechless. The wealth transfer is a divine partnership, a dance between your faith and God's faithfulness. He has promised to provide, but He invites you to participate, to act in obedience, to step out in courage, to trust in His guidance. Every decision you make in this season is an opportunity to align with His plan. Every risk you take is a chance to see His power at work. You are not a bystander in this transfer. You are a co-laborer, a steward of His abundance, a partner in His divine purpose. As you step forward, you'll find that He is already ahead of you, preparing the way, clearing the path, and ensuring your success. As you embrace this partnership, you'll notice that your creativity is being unleashed. God is stirring new ideas, new visions, new possibilities within you. The wealth transfer is not just about receiving resources, it's about unlocking the potential He's placed in you. You'll begin to see solutions where others see problems, opportunities where others see obstacles, and pathways where others see dead ends. This is the mind of Christ at work in you, the divine wisdom that turns dreams into reality. Trust these stirrings, act on these ideas, and watch as God breathe. The world is waiting for you, chosen one. It's waiting for the light you carry, the love you share, the legacy you build. You are not here to blend in. You are here to stand out, to shine, to show what's possible when a life is surrendered to God. The wealth transfer is your platform, your opportunity to declare His goodness, to demonstrate His power, to embody His grace. Every step you take in this season is a proclamation that God is faithful, that His promises are true, and that His love never fails. You are His ambassador, His testimony, His chosen one, and the world will know Him through you. As you walk in this divine abundance, you'll find that your joy is overflowing. There's a lightness to your spirit, a freedom that comes from knowing you are exactly where you're meant to be. This joy is not dependent on circumstances. It's rooted in the unshakable truth of God's presence. It's a joy that sustains you through challenges, that lifts you above trials, that radiates through every moment. This is the joy of the Lord, your strength, your anchor, your song. Let it flow freely, let it touch others, let it be a testament to the God who turns mourning into dancing. The wealth transfer is also a call to live with integrity. God is entrusting you with much, and He expects you to steward it well. Your wealth is not a license to indulge in selfishness. It's a responsibility to honor Him in all you do. Live with honesty, act with humility, and give with generosity. Let your life be a reflection of His character, a mirror of His love. As you walk in integrity, you'll find that His blessings multiply, His favor increases, and His presence grows stronger. Your faithfulness in the small things will unlock greater things, and your obedience will open doors you never imagined. Chosen one, you are being called to a life of audacious faith. This is not a time to play small, to shrink back, to settle for less than God's best. The wealth transfer is your divine invitation to step into the fullness of His promises, to embrace the abundance He has for you, and to live a life that overflows with His blessings. As you walk in this season, remember that you are not alone. The God who called you is with you, guiding you, empowering you, and ensuring your success. Trust in Him, lean on Him, and watch as He turns your life into a masterpiece of His grace. The concept of wealth transfer is an invitation to live with a faith that can move mountains, defy logic, and dare to believe in the impossible. You are not limited by what you see. You are empowered by what God has spoken. His word is your foundation, His promise is your fuel, and His Spirit is your guide. Step out in faith, take the risks He's calling you to, and watch as He turns the impossible into your reality. As you embrace this audacious faith, you'll find that your influence is growing. People are watching, listening, and learning from your example. Your life is becoming a story that inspires, a testimony that encourages, and a legacy that endures. You are not just receiving wealth, you are becoming a force for change, a voice for hope, and a light for the lost. God is using you to shift atmospheres, break strongholds, and release His kingdom on earth. Your influence is not about power, it's about purpose, about pointing others to the God who makes all things possible. The wealth transfer is a divine reset, a chance to leave behind the old and step into the new. The struggles of the past, the wounds of yesterday, and the limitations of before have no place in this season. God is making all things new, and you are at the center of His redemptive work. He is healing your heart, restoring your soul, and renewing your mind. The wealth you're receiving is not just financial, it's emotional, spiritual, and relational. You are being made whole, equipped to live the abundant life He promised. Chosen one, this is your season to soar. The wealth transfer is lifting you to new heights where you can see farther, dream bigger, and live fuller. You are not bound by the gravity of this world. You are carried by the wings of His Spirit. As you rise, you'll find that your perspective shifts. The things that once seemed so big will grow small in the light of His glory. The fears that once loomed large will fade in the presence of His power. You are being elevated not just in wealth, but in wisdom, in faith, and in purpose. This is your time to fly, to embrace the heights, and to live the life God has always destined for you. As you soar, you'll find that your gratitude deepens. Every moment of provision, every glimpse of His faithfulness, and every taste of His goodness will fuel a heart of worship. You'll begin to see His hand in everything, from the smallest details to the grandest miracles. This gratitude will keep you grounded even as you rise. It will remind you that every blessing is a gift, every breakthrough is grace, and every victory is His. Your life will become a symphony of praise, a melody that echoes His love and draws others to His heart. The wealth transfer is also a call to live with expectancy. God is not a God of halfway measures. He is a God of overflow, of more than enough, of abundance beyond imagination. As you walk in this season, expect the unexpected. Expect miracles in the mundane, breakthroughs in the ordinary, and provision in the impossible. Live with eyes wide open, ready to see His hand at work. This expectancy is a magnet for His blessings, a catalyst for His power, and a key to unlocking the fullness of His promises. You are not waiting for abundance. You are standing in it, claiming it, and living it. Chosen one, you are a force of divine transformation. The wealth transfer is not just changing your circumstances, it's changing you. You are becoming bolder, wiser, stronger, and more aligned with God's heart. Every blessing you receive is shaping you into the person He created you to be. Every opportunity you seize is drawing you closer to His purpose. You are not just a recipient of His wealth, you are a carrier of His glory, a steward of His grace, and a warrior of His kingdom. This is your moment to shine, to rise, and to become all that He has called you to be. As you walk in this divine flow, you'll find that your peace is unshakable. The storms of life may rage, but you are anchored in the One who calms the seas. The challenges of this world may come, but you are rooted in the one who overcomes. This peace is not fragile, it is fierce, forged in the fires of faith, and sustained by the promise of his presence. It's a peace that radiates through you, touching others, calming fears, and spreading hope. You are becoming a sanctuary of his peace, a refuge for those who are weary, and a light for those who are lost. The wealth transfer is a divine commission, a call to live with purpose, passion, and power. You are not here to merely exist. You are here to thrive, to create, and to transform. God has placed a fire in your soul, a vision in your heart, and a mission in your hands. The wealth you're receiving is the fuel for that fire, the resources for that vision, and the tools for that mission. As you step into this calling, you'll find that your life takes on a rhythm of faith, of action, and of impact. You are not just living, you are leading, shaping, and building a future that glorifies him. Chosen one, you are being called to a life of divine alignment. Every thought, every word, and every action is an opportunity to align with God's will. The wealth transfer is not just about what you receive, it's about how you live in response to it. Live with intention, with gratitude, and with a heart that overflows with his love. Your life will become a testament to his grace, a beacon of his light, and a legacy that endures.